So guys, I just thought I would do a little video about the article that Sony says that they have not stopped developing new fixed lens cameras. I'm not sure if the Rx10 Mark IV comes under as a compact camera, but it is a fixed lens, as in you can't take it off and swap it for another one. So yeah, they haven't done any new updates since 2019, obviously due to COVID and all that sort of stuff. And obviously we do know that there's still a lot of stuff around the world that is taking a lot more time to actually produce. Different thing completely, but I ordered for my car 4 shock absorbers in February. I got the first 2 in May or June. The rears, which I'm still waiting for, are going to be anywhere between September and November, just to put it out there in production types of things. And that's Bilstein. That's a large company that make shock absorbers for cars. So if we are in that situation still by quite a lot, it just means that we're going to have to wait. Looking at this, I'm not going to read it, but I'll put the link below. You can have a read yourself. But you know, Japanese camera manufacturers are bidding farewell with Panasonic and Nikon actually suspending development of new entry-level point and shoots. So are Sony gonna still keep producing them? They say they haven't stopped, but who knows? So we could be in for a little surprise. Apparently the photography market is shrinking. Going by, yeah, I mean it is. I mean, the average person who's not really interested in taking photos that much uses a mobile phone, and they're quick and easy. They do a pretty good job, but they are still very limited in artistic value and technical sides of things, and also how holding the things. They're not very comfortable to hold. You haven't got a viewfinder, and that can make all the difference between getting a shot sometimes and not. Especially for things like wildlife. Mobile phones are absolutely shit for things like that. So there's always going to be a market for mobile phone cameras. Great, it's replaced the point and shoot cameras in the world of the average person, but there's still going to be us guys out there and girls who are really into it and still want cameras that we can really use, and it gives us a challenge. So if a new Rx100 comes out, or the Rx10 series, I think that would be amazing, because we've spoken about it before, but the fact they've said they're not going to stop developing them, which is great, because I think Sony's big enough that they probably don't even care that no one else is really doing it, because it pushes their market even more into their own thing. They're big enough that even if they take a risk on it, they're still going to sell them. You've only got to look at it like the Rx10 Mark IV. I get daily emails, daily questions from people asking me about the camera. 1, should they buy it? 2, could I help them with something or other? They're loving it, but they just need some help. So the fact that there's still people, almost 5 years down the line, still buying the Rx10 Mark IV, to me that still means there's a market for it. That camera is still awesome, but if they updated it, I think they could make literally the best camera in the world, with a much faster processing, bigger battery, lens, maybe a little bit more zoom, but really, that lens is still fantastic. Better low light performance, obviously, and a better sensor, but other than that, the camera is awesome. So yeah, who knows what we're going to see from Sony? I don't know. But it says here about Fuji has discontinued production of its fine pix compact cameras and will develop only the X100V series and other pricier models. Canon has not released any new LXY cameras since 2017. Entry-level models continue, but yeah. So basically, who knows? Apparently it's disappearing, but like I said, I think there's still a market for it. I don't know how big the market is, but Sony are huge compared to a lot of the other camera companies out there. As a company themselves, Sony are pretty big, so they have got the budget to take a risk. So yeah, who knows? I just thought I'd put it out there. Just let me know what you think. It's a late Saturday night thing. I was just reading this, and I thought, well, it's a good talking point, isn't it? And the fact that Sony do watch YouTube, they do look at other people's things, and they do take in consideration that there's people still asking for the Rx10 Mark V. It's one of the, for me, the Rx10 Mark IV sits in my bag next to the A1, and I pick it up and use it for things that still blow my mind sometimes. That the A1, yeah, can do it, but I haven't got swap lenses. For B-roll, me filming and stuff like that, sometimes I use it. In other situations, sometimes the Rx10 Mark IV is actually more suitable than the A1, for example. So, there's a lot involved where, these cameras still have a massive area of like control that, we really need. For anybody who's an enthusiast or even a professional who just wants a camera that they can take out for the day in a bag that doesn't really weigh much, it's only 1 kilo in weight. It doesn't take much space really. The camera is insane. It's amazing. And I take the Rx10 Mark IV out so much because it's just that great to take with me. You've got so much zoom. It's fast. Yeah, not perfect, we know that, but for what it can do, it's incredible. But yeah, so anyway, let me know what you think about this. Do you think they're really gonna produce something? The Rx100, I mean, it seemed to just be new model after new model after new model with this thing. I think what we had, number 8 or something. I don't even know. But I always found, I tried one of these. A friend of mine's got one, and for him, it's perfect. What he uses it for. I found it very restrictive in use, where the Rx10 just gave me so much more usability, functionality. Yeah, the same sensor, same controls, but just with the bigger body and obviously much more lens control. It just really made a huge difference to me. Everyone to their own. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but for me personally, that's what I think. Anyway, don't forget to click the subscribe button, little notification bell as well. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. And are we going to see an Rx10 Mark V this year? Some people say we are, but then we've heard it before. So fingers crossed we are, because it's about time we've got one. So Sony, if you're watching this, pull your finger out. We need one. Cheers. Bye.